All right, everybody. That music is the bumper music telling us to come back to the show. It's called the Business to Business Network Show. My name is Rex Perry. We've been doing the show for 20 years, done thousands of interviews with different business, politics, and economic subjects. And if you miss anything, if you want to get more information, if you would like to participate in the show, 123bz.com. The number is 123B as in boy, Z as in zebra.com. My contact information is all right there. Our next guest is Dan. Dan, give us your last name. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everybody. My name is Dan Williams from Orlando, Florida.
Dan, introduce yourself a little bit about how you ended up in Florida and what you're doing right now. We want to talk about your campaign, but introduce how you got there.
Yeah, of course. So I'm actually from Indiana originally, but then I wanted to come down to work for Walt Disney World. So I came down to the college program twice, found out that I loved the area, and then I moved down as soon as I graduated.
Indiana's a little bit colder than Florida also, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, that's one of the reasons I left. Not a fan of the snow, really. I'm skiing on it.
And Orlando is absolutely beautiful. It's such a fun place. Now, tell us, you're running for office. Give us your background. Tell us what you're doing.
Yeah, of course. So I'm actually running for Florida's House of Representatives for District 11, and that's at the national level. And my background is I'm actually a college professor. So I teach computer programming and mobile applications. So all that coding technical stuff.
And you and I were introduced through digitaldemocracyproject.org. And tell us a little bit about what you're working on your campaign using that platform. Tell us what you're doing.
Yeah, of course. So my platform is going to be the first time it's ever going to be tried at a federal level, because I'm actually doing something called Ask America. Now, what Ask America is, it's a direct democracy platform. So what direct democracy is basically for every major vote in the House, I will make a video that explains what happens if we vote yes, what happens if we vote no, and then give my personal opinion. And then using the Digital Democracy Project platform, we'll actually get all of the votes from my district, and then my vote will always go with the majority, even if it's against my personal opinion.
Now, let's lay this out just a little bit, because we've done multiple interviews. We're going to continue to push this forward. But the platform allows individuals in your legislative congressional district to register. And it's facial recognition. It's putting in important information as far as address, location, and then they cross-collateralize or cross-check with the voting registration. By the way, everybody, don't freak out. Voting registration is a public record. So your name, your address, whether you're an independent, Republican, Democrat, all that information is public. So everybody take a deep breath. Nobody's dipping into your secret stuff. And now they've got that registration. And now once they've registered, they can now participate almost like a People's Congress, really.
Yeah, absolutely. So how Digital Democracy Project actually works is they are partnered up with a Votes voting app, and that's VOATZ. Now, that's already going to be used by our government to actually allow military to vote from overseas. So we already know the security is already there, and that's what you've been talking about, that facial recognition. It scans your ID, and it makes sure that each person on this platform is a real person and not a robot at all.
And this is the key. Now you can communicate as a congressman to give an opportunity for your constituents to actually have a voice. And I don't know if any of you guys out there, but Andy Biggs is my representative in District 5, and I have called his office thousands of times over the past umpteen years. I've never got a call back. So this now puts your congressional person, your representative, directly in touch with you, and you get to participate in that opportunity. That's what you're looking for, is in interaction with your constituents, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm trying to increase voter awareness about what the bills actually do as well, and voter participation. Because I think right now a lot of people are maybe just kind of over politics because they don't feel like they have a direct voice. But this allows people to vote on every single bill, and they can gather their friends if it's really important to them and try to communicate about it. So I really wanted to spark conversations, not only between me and them, but between them and their friends. So we can talk more about it, because I think politics needs to be out there a lot more than it actually is.
And every vote matters.
Yep.
Every vote.
I would agree.
And if you think that your voice isn't important, notice all of these different elections are down to the a hair-thin majority. Think of the House of Representatives. I think they've got one vote majority right now. One vote. One
Yeah,
extra.
they did.
Oh my heck!
Yep.
So everybody out there, and by the way, Dan and all of these politicians that are starting to promote this digital democracy project.org. Everybody's that's signing up for this, everybody that's participating is giving a voice to the voters, giving a voice to the people. This is what democracy is about. And sometimes we elect these people, Andy Biggs in particular, and you never hear from them again. And you try. Oh, by the way, he did. I've tuned in on. He does these conference calls where he gets on and just talks and talks and talks and talks. And to get a chance to actually express your voice, they pre-screen you. So you don't really get a chance to say, hey, Andy, I don't really agree with this. It's only those individuals that are signing up, and basically kissing the ring. And so here's what we've got to do is give a voice to the people. Now, tell us, Dan.
And how you guys have Andy, by the way, we have a guy named Daniel Webster who's been in our district for 10 years or more, and our district is very red. And so we're trying our best to kind of flip that seat blue as well.
And I think there's
who actually lives.
I think there's a lot of more pinks and baby blues out there. In other words, people that might register Republican, but they're like, I don't know if I agree with that, or even deep blue, and they're going, I don't really want to go that way. So this gives a chance for the independent vote, even though you might be registered red or blue. This is the purple. These are the people that are in the middle that actually, and by the way, by doing this, you can actually get almost instant feedback from your constituents, right?
Yeah, that's actually the perfect part of this. So I no longer have to guess how many people kind of feel about a different topic. I can actually just put out even a poll, because they also do polls on Digital Democracy Project, or talk about the bill directly, and then I can get instant feedback. So without any kind of additional cost as well to anyone, which is fantastic.
And you now we got about 2 minutes here, but this is very important. You take the bill that's being debated and you make it in language we can all read. Tell us how you do that.
Yeah. So my background is I'm actually a college professor teaching computer programming. So it's very, very technical. But my specialty is taking complicated things and making them easier to understand. So I'm going to do that same thing with each and every bill. So when I actually make the video, I'll say what we do, what happens to vote yes on the bill, what happens to vote no, but I'm going to ignore party politics because I always feel like the truth is somewhere in the middle because usually Democrats vote one way, Republicans vote the other way, and usually there's good and bad in every bill, and I want people to have the full facts so they can actually make an educated vote instead of just kind of listening to the news or their preferred politician. If people would like to support you, what's the best way to make contact? Yeah, so my website is Dan Williams for Congress. That's DanWilliamsForCongress.com. DanWilliamsForCongress.com. You got it. DanWilliamsForCongress.com. And they can make contact with you. They can send you a message. They can support you and help us get the word out. Dan, stay with us. We got a break coming up. We want to do another segment with you. Again, anybody out there that hears anything on this radio show, 123bz.com, 123bz.com, boyzebra.com, my contact information. I'd love to have you participate. Any volunteers, anybody that wants to get involved with this digital democracy project. We need to get shorter names. 123bz.com is so much easier. Anyway. I know we call it DDP if that helps. Okay. Hey, everybody, you hear the music. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.